Good evening to all the viewers. I, Avni Pradhan, along with my teammates Mayank Pandey, Atharv Verma, Falguni Okate, and Anjali Sahu, students of Sri Balaji Institute of Medical Science, present a low-cost stimulator for abdominal paracentesis under the guidance of Dr. Anil Dubey sir. Paracentesis is a form of body fluid sampling procedure, also commonly known as peritoneucentesis, in which the peritoneal cavity is punctured by a needle to sample peritoneal fluid. This procedure is also used to remove excess fluid from peritoneal cavity, particularly in cases of ascites. The diagnosis of ascites is made by the following points: generalized distension of abdomen with more fullness in flanks, fluid thrill, shifting dullness, transversely stretched umbilicus, also known as laughing umbilicus, divarication of recti, tense and shiny skin, widened subcostal angle, and lower ribs pushed outwards and upwards. Some of these signs couldn't be reciprocated in our model since it is a low fidelity model. Paracentesis is a very common procedure, and around 75 to 80 patients require this procedure within a month in Sri Balaji Hospital. It is also an important competency in MBBS curriculum, hence requires thorough knowledge and practice. Despite being a crucial competency, paracentesis trainer model made by corporations and companies cost around 3,12,000 to 4 lakh rupees, whereas our model costs around 150 rupees and includes all external markings. The feel of paracentesis due to the materials used in making anterior abdominal wall, and we can also perform examinations like fluid thrill.
To elicit a fluid thrill, the subject is laid on his back, place one hand flat over the lumbar region of one side, get an assistant to put the side of his hand firmly in the midline of abdomen, then flick or tap the opposite lumbar region. If fluid thrill or wave is felt as a definitive impulse by the detecting hand held flat in the lumbar region.
In our model, we have given special emphasis on using the materials for 8 anterior abdominal walls layers, which give the actual feel of paracentesis. The most superficial layer is skin. Here we have used lexine, which is quite tough to pierce and gives them some resistance to the needle like actual skins. The second layer is subcutaneous tissue, also known as campus fascia. Here we have used sponge, which gives minimum resistance to the needle. The third layer is scarpa fascia, for which we have used the cloth material. The fourth layer is external aponeurosis, which gives the maximum resistance to the needle. We have used a tire tube material to replicate the amount of resistance. The fifth and sixth layers are internal oblique and transversus abdominis muscles, which respectively the muscles layers do not provide much resistance, and therefore we have used foam. The seventh layer is fascia transversalis, which we have used with cloth material, and the eighth layer is peroneum, for which we have used the balloon.
Now come to procedure. Let's start with finding the McBurney's point by joining the line from ASI's to umbilicus with the help of palpation. Start with performing all the aseptic precautions, like here we are using betadine solution with the help of a swab and a sponge holder in a centrifugal manner. Clear the extra betadine solution. For the anesthesia, we are using lignocaine, giving it to the patient subcutaneously. Now take the needle that is required for performing the procedure. Like here we are using the 16 gauge needle. And finally finish off with taking the sample of the ascitic fluid.
There are certain complications of paracentesis such as hemodynamic instability if the fluid is removed rapidly, acute liver cell failure and precipitation of hepatic coma, infection, peritonitis which is rare, perforation of a viscus which is also rare, and renal dysfunction if intravascular volume depletion with decreased renal perfusion.